Why'd you do that?
Just because his subordinate was flirting, the dictator shot him on the spot, but Yuri quickly regained his composure. He said that since he had used the gun, he had to buy it. This earned him the dictator's deep admiration. The two immediately struck a deal. Thanks to the dictator's connections, he secured a steady stream of orders from Africa and quickly rose to become the world's largest arms dealer. That day, Yuri's private jet was loaded to the brim with arms bound for Africa. But just then, an Interpol plane caught up with them and ordered them to land immediately. Seeing that Yuri wouldn't budge, they opened fire on his plane. Yuri immediately ordered the pilot to make an emergency landing on the highway. If they had obediently stopped at the airport for inspection, they would have been finished. Once the plane came to a stop on the highway, he immediately opened the cabin door, took out the guns, and handed them to the local villagers. Upon hearing the news, villagers from nearby flocked to the scene. In a chaotic scramble, they divided up all the weapons within 10 minutes. When Interpol arrived, there was only an empty plane. Interpol agents angrily pinned him to the ground, but with no evidence, they had no choice but to release him. That night, Yuri returned to his residence only to find the dictator in his room. The dictator had actually kidnapped another arms dealer. It turned out he had leaked Yuri's itinerary to Interpol in an attempt to replace him. The dictator ordered Yuri to kill him, but Yuri refused. The dictator grabbed his hand and pulled the trigger himself. This was the first time Yuri had ever killed anyone. He was suddenly overcome with fear. The arms dealer's fate might well be his own in the future. So after Yuri returned to the United States, he started a legitimate business. But the meager profits left him deeply frustrated. Until one day the dictator actually came to the United States. He desperately needed Yuri's arms support. Yuri refused him again, saying he was out of the business. The dictator just smiled and slipped a diamond into his hand. Looking at the diamond, which was bigger than a pigeon's egg, Yuri decided to return to his old ways.